Okay, this is Moshe coming to you from Israel in the Galilee, where I live, with the evening war update. The big news is that Hezbollah has been escalating the war with us, which has been basically border related. And it is rumored here in Israel that we might start attacking like Beirut, Lebanon. We may start, full war against them. Now, I told you weeks ago that Hezbollah needs to be neutralized before America invades Iran. Otherwise, they'll start leashing out on us. So it's better for all the parties concerned, Israel, America, and so forth, to neutralize them now. If America joins in, which they said they would several times, if Hezbollah opens up another front, and, Hezbollah doesn't have a hope. Now, to date, America has not joined in. I heard today they did intercept some either missiles or drones or both coming from the Houthis in Yemen with their warships in the Red Sea. It appears to me likely that Israel will do it's not exactly a preemptive strike anymore because Hezbollah has provoked the situation. So Israel would seem justified in escalating the war, which this escalation, if it happened, 3-4 weeks ago or whatever, it would have been deemed to be a preemptive strike. But that's really what it is. But not really, because Hezbollah was a bad boy. Nasrallah won't know what hit him. Okay, he has no concept of what the firepower unleashed on him is going to look like. He's a goofy old mullah. He's a religious leader, and I don't think he really understands what he's about to have happen to him. But he keeps provoking and provoking and provoking Israel with more and more attacks and escalating. He hit 6 civilians that were working on some electrical stuff or something like that. And his explanation, or the Hezbollah explanation, they appeared to be, government workers or something like that. And they got 6 injured people. They fired a anti-tank missile or rocket at them, I believe. So it's getting, to the point where Israel wants to just shut this down. And the way to shut it down is with brute force. And that's the direction it looks like it's going. Many fake news stories are flying around now. You got to be careful. Protests in different parts of the world against the Israelis and pro-Hamas and pro-Palestinian are all over the place. We did not bomb that hospital. They're saying the hospital was bombed. It wasn't bombed. We're working around the hospital. More and more people are evacuating from Gaza into the south, and we believe that some Hamas commanders are hiding down there and having gone through tunnels. And, it's not a nice situation. It's probably going to mean more fighting in the south. If they got tunnels, that means when they went to the south, they took weapons with them. So it's going to get ugly, I think, in the south, but nothing like what's going on in the north. I doubt they took any, missile launchers and missiles and things like that, although they might have them stored there. We don't know. They haven't been firing them out of there, so I don't think so. Gaza, Hamas is still managing to sling a good amount of missiles every day. I read that they broke off negotiations for returning the hostages because nobody is playing their game with, their demands are rather insane, and nobody is really interested in, meeting anything resembling the demands that they're making. They're fairly ridiculous, So some kind of weird vehicle driving around here. I don't know what it's up to. It's backing up, and I don't know what it is. Probably a commercial truck or something. The fighting is continuing. It's fairly brutal. I think 7 casualties from the Israeli Defense Forces today. They're losing a lot of people. We're fighting in Jenin against terrorists there. That's in the West Bank. We're giving them lots of hours to go down to the south on certain routes. I think we were giving them 6 or 7 hours. We opened up a route for them today. You know, it's being a generous amount of time. And we're protecting them from Hamas, who would shoot them and has shot at them and has fired a missile at them to stop them from leaving. They want their human hostages. The hospitals have not run out of electricity or anything like that. You could see the lights on my Telegram. There's a lot of videos to that effect. Macron backed off on his statement. He issued a clarification statement where he softened his position towards Israel, stating Israel has a right to defend itself and things like this. So this is all falling in place. If America is going to attack Iran, well, Israel may help them too. They need to take care of Hezbollah. Hamas is almost neutralized. It's days away. And once the missiles stop flying, it's basically cut and dry after that. They fight to the last bullet, as they like to say, and then they die. Or they're going to surrender, and I'm sure Israel has plans for that. So the next target is Hezbollah. Now, they may not hit Hezbollah today, but I think it's coming very, very soon. If the IDF feels that the amount of missiles and problems that could come from Gaza are very minimal at this point, then they'll be, clear to just go hit Hezbollah. Whether or not the Americans are going to help them, this remains to be seen. I don't know. Do I think they will? Well, they gave their word several times. Blinken and Austin, I think, and Joe Biden, but that doesn't mean they're going to follow through on their word. They break their word whenever they want to. That doesn't mean much with them. So that's, I'm trying to think what else is going on. One of the big shots in the German government, maybe he was the foreign minister or the ambassador to Israel or something, is picking fruit and vegetables in the West Bank. See, the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. That's a scripture not applying to this, but it's coincidence, maybe, I don't know, or maybe it means something, because so many people went in the draft and a lot of the foreign workers left, like the Thai workers that were picking fruit left, and a lot of the Gaza people would work doing that, and they're not coming into Israel anymore. So the crops are, waiting to be picked, and people are volunteering from Israel to pick them, and a handful of foreigners and so forth. Tourism is dead in Israel. It's hard getting a lot of fruits in the stores right now because nobody's picking, but I think that's alleviating at a pretty steady rate. Other things we get no problem, like you're talking frozen food, breads, milks, cream. There's quite a big assortment of vegetables available. Beverages are all kinds of available. Many, many things are available. The only shortages I'm really running into that are not usual is the lack of a lot of fruit. And that'll fix. Let's see, stores are running, supermarkets are operating. I don't know if FedEx is operating here. UPS and DHL and the post office are. And that's basically what we got going on here. So there's not a lot of changes. The most important thing I could say is that I think that we're going to be hitting Lebanon pretty soon. I mean, for real, like, really hitting them, not just artillery, but big time. Invading Lebanon. It's coming. It's coming. And then after that, you'll see the Iran war, I think. That's what it looks like to me. So that's what I got. And I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach. Thank you for the offerings, and offering information's in the description box under the video. And I'm out.